Good morning. Welcome back to another Family Circus class this week. My name's Kelly, if you didn't already know, and I'll be teaching the family class today. So I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Looking forward to doing some circus today. So I'll just run through what we're going to cover. So first off, we'll play a little game and we'll do some of our animal walks. Then we'll get into some juggling, but it's a bit different to what we've been doing recently because we're not going to be using our hands as much as we normally do. So that will be interesting and a good new challenge. Then we'll get into some tumbling and revisit some of the things that you did with Rich on the very first week of our online classes and some new things. And then we'll crack into an obstacle course or a circuit with all the things that I've asked you to have ready. And then we'll look at another game, potentially a creation game, and then we'll do some cool down. Awesome. Alright, so let's get into it. Okay, so the game that we're going to start with is, you might know it as Simon Says, but I'm not Simon, so it's going to be Kelly Says. Alright, so you just have to do what I say when I say Kelly Says. So if I say Kelly says sit down with crossed legs, then we'll sit down with crossed legs. But if I just said sit down with crossed legs, you go do it, then we're going to try just listen for the instructions that I say Kelly says. Okay? So try not to get tricked by the false instructions. Alrighty, so we'll start off easy and then we'll start getting a little bit harder with our circus shapes too. Okay, so Kelly says clap your hands. Awesome. Kelly says jump on the spot. Kelly says touch your toes. Sit down. I didn't say Kelly says. So listen carefully so you know exactly when to do the instruction or not. Okay. Kelly says flap your wings, flap your arms. Kelly says do our pike position. Did you remember the pike from last time? Long straight legs, squeezing your knees, pointing your toes. Straddle. Didn't say Kelly, did I? If you got that right and you're still in your pike, good work. Kelly says tuck. So that's bringing our knees into arches. Kelly says straddle. So legs apart, nice and long, squeezing your knees. Kelly says lie down on your back. Stand up tall. Did you stand up? I hope I didn't trick you. Alright. Kelly says reach up tall. Kelly says bend down low. Kelly says stand up tall. Bend down low. Kelly says stand up tall. Kelly says touch your toes. Kelly says stand up. Kelly says jump on the spot. Alrighty. Nice work. Hopefully I didn't trick you too many times. Alrighty, so we'll do some of our animal walks, but because we've been doing these for a few weeks now, it needs to have another layer to it. It needs to have a little bit of a challenge. So this is where your cushion comes in. So grab your cushion and we're going to do our animal walks with our cushion on our head. So first off, give it a go with just walking along with the cushion on your head. Okay? Just for practice, because it's a new thing. So, just like when we were walking on the cans last week, we were standing up nice and tall, sucking our bellies in, arms out by your sides to balance. Okay? So cushion on your head, standing up nice and tall, using your arms for balance. Just walking back and forth for now. Alrighty, so hopefully that was all good. So we're going to try again, but this time we're going to be a giraffe. So as a giraffe, we're nice and tall, as tall as we can on our tiptoes, stretching up tall with our bodies, our hands in the air, and we're walking along as a giraffe. Balancing our cushion on our heads. Up tall. Alrighty, so once you've given that a go forwards, we can try going backwards. As tall as we can. Because giraffes have very long necks, so we're going to try and be nice and tall just like them. Alrighty, cool. So another animal that we did last week, aka my personal favourite, our duck. So I'm going to make it a little bit harder by placing our cushion on our feet. Cool. So you're nice and low as your duck, and you're just taking little steps inside with your wings up and back. Okay. Alright, so the trick with this is still having a nice tall body, as tall as you can. So stand up tall as you can with your legs. Okay? A really hard challenge, you can try going backwards. Hey Eleanor, hey Robin. Oh, I'm so glad you're here again. Hopefully enjoying the animal walks. Alright, so our pukeko. Okay, so let's grab our cushion again on our head and our pukeko has long legs stretching out and taking the step. It has its wings out to the sides as well. So big long step and flapping wings. Turn around, leg up in the air, big long step as our pukeko. And giving it a go backwards. Good thing pukekas have wings to help us balance, eh? So give your pukeko a go. I'm glad that you two are enjoying the cushion on your head. I thought that that might be a hit. Alrighty, and our last animal, we're going to be our crab. Okay, so getting ready for your crab shape. We're going to put the cushion on our head again. This one might be a bit harder. Push up to our crab walking sideways. Alrighty. So give the crab a go, both ways. See what you think. Okie dokie. So this is a great time to get a drink of water before our next activity. Okay, so juggling. And I was a bit mysterious, wasn't I? I said we weren't using our hands. So what I mean is we're still going to use the cushion. And the first thing we're going to do is lie on our back. Lie on our backs. And we're just going to move our legs apart like a pair of scissors. Just like this. So legs back and forth. So then you're going to grab your cushion and take the cushion between your legs. Then scissor change, between your legs. Swap, between, swap, between. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Okay, so see if you can just start off with your legs moving. So legs nice and straight, just like our pipe. Squeezing our knees. Scissor legs. Okay. Then grab your cushion to add the next leg. Passing the cushion between your hands. Alright, this time we're just going to try balancing the cushion on our feet. So, you place it on your feet in the middle and pushing your legs up nice and full. Okay, try balance that. Then, we're going to try it on one foot. Might be a bit harder. One foot. Look at that. Down, and we'll try the other foot. Try and push your leg nice and straight. Oh, whoops. It's okay if it falls down. You can just try again. On your feet. Oh. Alright, so next thing, we are going to make a line. So, we're going to go one person and then the next person. So, first person lies down, their feet down one end, their arms up the other end. Then the next person is going to have their feet here and their arms down there. So, we're all going to lie in a line. Okay, so get everyone into a line like this. So the next person would be shuffled up here. Okay. Try not to put your feet in someone's face, that might not be very nice for them. So just up above them. Cool. Okay, so we're going to start off. The first person on the chain is going to squish the cushion between their feet, and they're going to lift it out of their legs and pass it to their own hands. Okay. Then that person's going to pass it to the next person's feet. Okay. So then this person up here would grab it with their feet from the person's hands up to their own hands. Okay. And pass it on. Once you get to the end, come back down the other way. So you grab it from the person above your feet, pass it to your own feet, and down the chain. I'll give you a chance to give that a go. So passing it between feet and hands. Feet to hands to feet to hands to feet to hands and back again. Hands to feet to hands to feet. Alrighty, cool. So we will move on to our next section of tumbling. Cool. So for now you can just pop your cushion to the side, out of the way. And the first week when Rich was doing this class, he went through some forwards rolls with you. So we are going to look at those again because it's been a few weeks since we've done those. So the person that you're doing the class with, the bigger person, is going to really help spotting in this. Okay, so spotting is in keeping us safe from new skills when we're learning them. Okay, so I'll demonstrate with the pillow, with the cushion. So a forward roll, we're going to start nice and low, our hands in front, and then we're going to push our hips up to the sky and tucking our chin in. So I'll show you first. Hopefully you have a little bit more space than I do. We'll try again. Hands in front. Cool. So we are landing on the top part, like this part of our back. The middle up part of our back. So if you're spotting, you're going to really say tuck your chin in. And so say this is our person's head. We're going to hold our inside hand on the belly, our outside hand on the shoulders, and help the rotation through. Okay? Oh. So I'll show you again. So hands in front, tucking my chin in, hips up. So for now, we'll focus on the roll. When you've done a few and have got a bit of practice in you, then we're going to try and straighten our legs. So we're going to go hips up, straight legs, bent legs. So we straighten our legs at the top and then bring them back at the end. So again, for the spotting, they're rolling left. My right hand is on the inside, my left hand on the shoulders. All the way around, tucking your chin. We also want to pretend that our feet are super glued together. Okay? So our feet are stuck together. Hands in front, hips up, feet together, feet together, feet together. The whole way. So give yourself a few chances to have a go at a forward roll. Make sure that you have someone to help you with it. Because having a buddy to help us means that we're nice and safe. Alright, so once we've had a few turns at a forward roll, then we're going to try a back roll. So again, we're going to get someone to help us with this, because it's a new skill. So for spotting, it's the opposite of what I just said with the forward roll. This time, the outside hand is on the shoulder, and the inside hand is on the back. So if I show you first, we're going to start off with our hands on our shoulders. So we're starting with our hands on our shoulders. I'll show you first. All the way over. Okay? So your shoulders, they're looking this way, going backwards. So outside hand on the shoulders this time, inside hand on the back, over. Again, we're going to tuck our chin in, and we're going to use our arms to push away. Okay? We're going to keep our knees tucked in a nice tight ball. Okay, so we're trying not to just explode open. We're going to try and keep it tucked in as a ball. Again, hands on our shoulders. Those flat. Pushing up our feet and over off our hands. Trying to keep a nice tight ball. Make sure you're trying this with a buddy. Don't try it by yourself. Okay? It's nice to have someone to help us. Cool, so once we've had a few turns at the backwards roll as well, it's a great chance to get some more water. Have a drink, it's hot today, so we've got to keep hydrated. Alrighty, so the next thing we're going to do in tumbling is starting to learn how to cartwheel. Okay, so a cartwheel can be a bit confusing because there's arms and legs everywhere, so we're going to give it a go, just breaking it down a bit. So we're going to start off with the same hand and foot on the same side. So we're going to use these two. Okay? So a cartwheel we want to start with our arms up by our ears, facing in front of us, and we want to end facing where we came from. So that's the first thing we're going to try. So we're going to start standing up tall like our giraffe, hands by our ears, arms by our ears. We're going to take a step forward, and that same hand draws a big circle like a windmill, that facing where we came from. So, if that's even confusing, that makes sense, it's pretty complicated. So hands up tall, step, and turn around. Step, step. So 3 steps. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Alright, so this time with our arms, we'll just do the arms. So the arms are going to do like a big windmill shape. Okay? So starting up straight, and then you're going to go round, drawing big circles. Okay? Now, after we do a few with our arms, we can count 3 steps. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So arms drawing circles as well. They don't have to be perfect circles, as long as they're moving, we'll give it a go. We're starting to learn the pathway. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So my arms both do a circle each. We always have to end the cartwheel with our arms up by our ears. Okay, standing up as tall as we can. That's like funny what Eleanor wrote. Alrighty. So the next part of our cartwheel is we're going to have our hands on the ground. Okay? So, I'll show you from this side. So, we're going to go the same hand and foot, the foot and the hand that are on the same side. Okay? So we're not crossing the body, we've got the same side. So we're going to go step, so foot, hand, foot, foot. Up, straight arms. Okay? So, it's like a pattern. So, foot, then hand, then other hand, then foot, foot, hands up. Foot, hand, foot, foot. Stand up. So it's like you're taking another step with your hands. Okay? So up again. Foot, hand in front, foot, foot. So if you're on a mat, you're going across the whole way across the mat in one cartwheel. We won't cover it today, but then if that's making sense and you've got the pattern, that's when you can start hand, and a little jump. So, foot, foot. Make sure you always end with your arms up by your ears. Alright, so that's a great start for our cartwheeling. We can just practice that again and again until the pathway starts making some sense, because it's a bit complicated and it can be confusing with which side your hands and feet. So practice makes perfect. Cool. So grab a drink of water if you need to, or just grab a sip of water anyway. It's always good to drink some water. Okie dokie. Cool. So, again, the same in the first week with Rich, you started with doing some handstands. So, again, it's been a few weeks since we did that, so we'll do some more today. So, first we're just going to make a milkshake with our hands. So, fingers together, and we're going to make a milkshake. Shake it all up. Make it nice and foamy. We're going to shake them out, shake our hands out. So this is really good for our handstands because we're standing on our hands. So our hands have to be nice and warm. Alrighty, so again, we're going to use the person we're doing the class with to help us out. Because we don't want to try this by ourselves, we want to try this with an adult or a bigger person. Okay? So we're going to use the wall, and I'll just quickly run through what you did with Rich again. So you want to have your hands nice and close to the wall, and we're going to have nice straight arms pushing away. So hands on the floor, lifting our feet up. And walking our hands into the wall. Okay? As close as we can get. To come down, we're going to walk out from the wall and take our feet down nice and slowly. So, as a spotter, you're going to just be by the shoulders or by the hips and just holding the smaller person in place, just so we don't go over or so that we can walk up closer to the wall. So remembering, we're going to try and squish our ears with our shoulders. And walk up closer to the wall. So remembering, we're going to try and squish our ears with our shoulders. I'm back. I'm not quite sure what happened then, but that's okay. All right. So in the meantime, I actually I had time to set up my circuit. So yours can look a bit like this. So I've got my chair, I've got my rope, I've got my mats with a bit of space to do a forwards roll, and I've got my sheet. I also need my juggling ball and my bucket as well. So I'm just going to go with a pair of socks today, which is fine if you have that, if you don't have a ball. And a bucket. Okay. So I'm going to put this one at the end of my sheet. Okay, so the circuit is going to be just like this, so I'll show you first. So we're going to need a buddy to help us through this circuit too. Okay, so first we're going to go up and over the chair. So just like we did last week with the cans, we had a buddy with a closed hand to help us to hold on to. Okay, so we're going to stand up with the buddy holding on to their hand, and we're going to stand up nice and tall. So bring your hips forward with you, try not to leave them back here. So standing up tall, hold your buddy's hand, standing up onto the chair, and back down again, nice and slow. Bending your knees, standing down, okay? Alright, so up, bending the knees down. Next we're going to walk along our rope. So I've got a thin rope here. I'm going to have my arms out to the sides for balance, standing up nice and tall, hips again in, standing up tall, hands to the side, walking along my rope. Oh. Alright, after that, I'm going to, this one's a bit different, a bit of fun. So this one, we're going to go under the sheet. Okay? So I've just got mine under a table, but the one person can hold the sheet at the end. So we're going to climb under the sheet, all the way through to the end. Okay? Then, after that, you can have your bucket ready. Your bucket ready with your ball or your pair of socks, and we're going to do a nice underarm throw and try and get it in the bucket. Yay! Okay. Like that. And the last part of the circuit is going to be our roll. So we'll just do a forwards roll in the circuit with our friend helping us. Arms in front, tucking your chin, hips up, straighten, bend legs. Landing on the upper part of your back. Remember, tucking your chin nice and tight. So we want it to be a turtle in its shell, not a turtle sticking its head out. Okay? So, again, the chair, up and over, holding on, walking along your tightrope, diving under the sheet, trying to get your ball into the bucket, and doing a forwards roll along the mat. So if you have a bit more space, then please feel free to use it as well. So I'll give you a chance to go through your circuit. Cool, and after you've had a chance to go through your circuit, then grab some water. Okie dokie. Cool, so I hope that was fun. So I've just cleared some space again because I'm in a small space, but you can leave your circuit and try it again if you like, a bit later. So last week I started talking about car and driver. So you practiced with me and you had your hands out in front and followed my hands as I went, okay? So we're going to try that but have a bit more time on it. So you're going to stand up. Actually, no, we're going to start sitting down with our buddy. So we're going to go feet together. So you're going to have someone else's feet next to yours and you're going to try and move your feet together this time. So try going up, down, side to side. Just try and follow each other's feet around together. Okay? So up and down, side to side. And you can also try going forward and back towards each other and away from each other. Cool. So we'll try standing up this time. So we'll go back to the hands. So if you're doing it with me, so hands in front. And we're going to try again up, down, and side to side. And we'll try both hands. Up, down, side to side. So we're trying to move together like a mirror. So the next part, we're going to try moving forward and back. So we'll move forward towards someone and back away from them. Then I want you to try, just like driving a car, someone be the driver of the car and you're going to try and move the person around. So you're not going to push them, you're just going to gently walk with them. So walking forward and around. Maybe you could have a little tour of your house and you could take them to the kitchen, or you could take them to the lounge, or you could take them into your garden or something. So remember, trying backwards. The person who can see needs to look out for the person that's going backwards. So you've got to tell them if they might bump into anything. So I'll tell you to say stop, and then we'll go forwards again. And side to side. Something else you can try with it is going up tall and down low together. Trying to keep your hands in front of each other low. A nice way to try starting this, you can try holding hands at first, like this, and moving together. And then when you We're back! I'm not really sure what is going on with the connection, but unfortunately that's about our time today. So hopefully you got a chance to do that car and driver going high and low. And then we will just come back to have our feet together. So feet together, holding your feet and flapping your wings like a butterfly. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. I had lots of fun teaching the class. I hope that you did as well and learnt some new circus moves. So we're going to gently take our head to the side, getting a stretch up here. And this one. You can take a big breath in and out. Awesome. Cool. Thanks for joining me today. And I hope that I'll see you next week for some new stuff all over again. Cool. Thanks everyone. Have a good rest of your weekend.